boyos. Okay, so we have a couple of things to go over. Not a lot of sales data. Arcanine shirt. Reason I wore this Arcanine shirt, not really, I'm just kind of lazy. I haven't changed since this morning. We have some news, not a lot of data, but there's a couple of things that I really, really, really want to go over. So you can't see the top of my head. There we go. Okay. We had a Blaine's Charizard, first edition. It was raw. I would have given that an 8. Maybe a weak 9. 9 would have been weak sauce. But the 8, I think, would have been okay. But that got 603. That's all. It was a raw copy. So over $603. Raw copies are king when it comes to Blaine's Charizards. Even if there's a little damage, you'll get an 8. You'll make at least what a 9 selling. That's my... generally, whatever the card is, that should be a new rule. If a card, you say, like, okay, you know what, whitening here, a little thing there, I would give that a 7. It'll sell for what an 8 sells for. That's just what people do. I can't explain it. I don't know why. So moving on past that, we had an Dark Alakazam, first edition PSA 9 from the Rocket set, Hollow. Sold for $88. I don't think that's a new record price point or anything. Or it might be, but for a 9, so that's good. See a lot of growth with that as well. The big, all right, I'm not even get to that one yet. The big one. There's only 4 I have to go over, but one's Giovanni's Nidoking. One that I've been telling people that PSA 10 card should be minimum $250, $300. And the 9 was criminally undervalued when I saw that $69. I was like, buy that all day. But this PSA 9 first edition Giovanni's Nidoking got 112. And there was a couple of ones that would have been the new price point as well. We had bid for 85, bid for 91, bid for 110, and then 112 was the winner. Ooh, my back. This next one, the Arcanine, the big one, Blaine's Arcanine. So we've had a couple of PSA 10 sell for like 11, 1300. One just sold for 1200. And there's probably going to be the next auction. You've seen... All right, this is going to be a weird... You've seen Charizard, Blaine's Charizard first edition PSA 10, kind of rise up. And for a while, Blaine's Arcanine was right along with it. You know, they both hit the 1,000 mark together, both hit the 11, 1,300 mark together. Blaine's Charizard was going 1,500, 1,600, 1,900, 2,200. Who knows what the fuck the next one's going to come up with. But this Arcanine, the last 10 we saw was at like 1,300. Or I guess 1,200 because it was a 1,200 best off and that one sold, obviously, within 2 days. This is going to go up. That PSA 10 version is going to go up. I want to say minimum 1,500. Why? Okay, obviously Charizard, yeah, he's a starter. He's the big one. But that was the third Charizard we saw. You know, we had the base set Charizard. Then you had the Rocket Charizard. You know, not Rocket Charizard. It was Dark Charizard from the Rocket set. And then, you know, comes Blaine's Charizard. Now, I thought Blaine's Charizard was cooler. I think it's the cooler of between him and Dark Charizard. But because it's a starter, he's going to get a premium. And his Charizard kind of like one of the Pokemon cards to have. But you have almost 300 PSA 10 copies out there for first edition. Arcanine has less than half of that for the first edition. And you have something that, again, the reason why I'm saying this is going to shoot up, maybe not to exactly to what Charizard is, but you're going to, and also if it's got, let's say 130, I have 5 copies of the Blaine's Arcanine. So that, they're not going anywhere. If someone maybe offers me $3,000 for one copy, sure, I could do things with that money. Okay, fine. But if someone offers me $2,000 for that Blaine's Arcanine first PSA 10, nope, not doing it. I'm not doing it. So $2,000, I don't care if it be a new record price point, which it might not be, because I guarantee you it goes up to minimum 1,500. Why I'm saying this in conjunction with all of what I have been spouting is because all of the top 5 bids on this would have been new price points. The last first edition PSA 9 sold for like $273, $274, whatever. This one's, the 5th highest bid was $300. That would have been a new price point. 4th highest bid was $310. Okay, you know, so we're kind of seeing a little... The 3rd highest bid was $450. Tied with the 2nd highest bid was also $450. The first edition PSA 9 sold for $455, almost $200 above what... I don't want to say it just in numbers. I want to say by percentage points. This is a card that increased by 80-something% in like a month. In a month. I could have bought this card last year for under $100. First edition PSA 9, Blaine's Arcanine I could have bought for under $100 last year, and it would have been where else you can get 400% return on your money? 450 because it was 455. I don't know anywhere else that you can do that in 1 year. Maybe no, I'm not even going to speculate. So the fact that the 9 grew up so heavily, and again, the 10 minimum will sell 3 times more than 9. So maybe the price is right. The price is correct for the 10, and the 9 is just catching up. Or, again, I don't think the Blaine's Arcanine is only worth $1,000 less than the Blaine's Charizard because of everything I just said, because of the massive growth of the 9s. I have to look at the 9 population. I don't know how much there are, but there's a lot less than Charizards, and so small of a population compared to Charizards, less than half. People are taking crazy pills if they... and I feel like, fear of missing out, FOMO. Missed my chance to buy a bunch of these 9s for under $100 because now some of them are... and again, we have another auction. So something that I saw like a month or two ago was a Blaine's Arcanine First Edition PSA 9 with a Blaine's Growlithe First Edition PSA 10. That sold for, I think, $350. Like 2 months ago, and this is going to sell for... This will probably be a $500 set because that Blaine's Growlithe, let's say there's 50 of them out there, First Edition PSA 10. That's a minimum $30 card. So we're not only going to see a new record price point, probably, but with that as well, it's going to be insane. So that is my video for today. I know it's not much information, but those are my feelings. Had to get my feelings out. I'll talk to you guys later, okay? Bye.